This is ABC Action News.
We want to make you aware of a dangerous new drug trend. Some adults and teenagers are using bug spray to get high. Users spray it on other drugs and then they smoke this toxic concoction, which is known as KD.
And they really like this better than the K2 is Raid and Roach Motel. Did you hear me? They're spraying this stuff on paper and then either smoking it or eating it in the county jail.
About a disturbing new trend this morning. It's hitting prisons in Florida. Inmates using a common bug spray to get high.
This is a common occurrence. What they smoking on is, and I don't know the complete difference between all of them, but it's K2, something called flock, and then roach spray. They put roach spray on a hanger and burn it and inhale it, and then next thing you know they...
Imagine you living in a house that's dirty as hell and stank as hell. You got cockroaches crawling all over the goddamn place.
That is just wrong. That is a health issue that needs to be fixed.
It's making you go crazy. And then when you go outside, you can't help but notice that there's wasp nests surrounding your single wide trailer. You can't smoke a 305 cigarette without getting stung. You had enough of it.
Oh.
So you say to yourself, you know what? It's about time I do something about this. So you go to your cleaning cabinet and you grab a few cans of roach and wasp spray. But then when you grab them, you can't help but notice, dang, these cans, they a little light. They damn near empty. Hold up. The math ain't math in here. I got roaches all over the goddamn place. I got wasps outside the trailer stinging me every time I smoke a 305 cigarette. But I have no roach and wasp spray. What's going on here? The cans are empty as hell, but the roaches and wasps, they alive as hell. This ain't making no sense.
The cell phone video shows how bad it gets.
We're not talking hundreds, we're talking thousands upon thousands of cockroaches.
So you question your significant other about the roach and wasp spray, but before you question them, you can't help but notice that they high as hell. So now you really confused. Like, hold up. I locked up all the meth, that way he can't get to it and smoke it all up in one day like he been doing. And we ain't have no crack since like 2 weeks because our crack dealer got locked up for child support. So how in the hell is he high?
This man on Baltimore Street in Mobile was recorded after apparently smoking spice. You can see and hear his erratic behavior right there on your screen.
What the hell is he high on? And then you start looking at the can of roach and wasp spray in a different light. And then you say to yourself, I know damn well this man was not shooting up roach and wasp spray. I'll be damned. I know damn well.
Oh.
Whoa. You really feel the need to confront your significant other about this serious allegation. But before you confront him, you want to be 100% sure that it's the roach spray that got him bending over like he trying to make $40 off Main Street. So to make sure that it's the roach spray that got him high as hell, what do? You try some of the roach spray your goddamn self.
At one point, Danny Hollis left the house through the front door and started chasing after the family down the street. By the time deputies got here, Danny was up in this tree completely naked.
You took that almost empty can of roach spray, you put it right in front of your face, you aimed for your nostrils, and for a solid 2 minutes, you held that nozzle down, getting all the roach spray out. Face covered in roach spray. You give it a solid 2 or 3 minutes to let the high kick in. Once the high kick in, you so damn high, you find yourself in the studio with Tupac and Biggie making a controversial record talking about politics. Well, I be damned. Is this roach spray or Red Bull? Because it's giving me wings. And you only had a little bit of roach spray sprayed in your face. Imagine your partner. He damn near had a whole can sprayed in his face. So you can only imagine how high he is. High as hell. Whoa. So now that you know for a whole fact that it's the roach spray that got your significant other higher than the eagle's nest, you bit up the nerve to confront him about it. Billy, do you see all these roaches around the single wide, getting comfortable, making themselves at home? Everywhere I go in the single wide, I see at least 15 roaches hanging out, having a barbecue. And every time I go outside to smoke a 305 cigarette, there's wasp nests everywhere. We got wasp nests all over the single wide. Now, what's not making sense to me is, earlier when I went to the cleaning cabinet, both of our cans of roach and wasp spray were empty. What's going on, Billy? The math ain't mathin'. We got roaches and wasps everywhere, but our cans are empty. Can you please explain this? Billy responds, well, Martha, I think we both know the answer to that. I seen you in the kitchen, spraying the roach spray in your goddamn face. You felt the same sensation I felt, Martha. You were higher than a flight attendant. I seen it in your face. And with that being said, I'll be the first to admit it. I was not spraying the roach spray on the roaches. I was spraying it on me. Besides, Martha, you locked up all the meth from me. What you wanted me to do? You left me no choice. You want to be mad at your significant other so bad, but you really can't blame them. The roach spray was a phenomenal high. So instead of y'all going back and forth arguing, y'all just go to the store and get more roach spray. But instead of 2 cans, y'all got 20 cans. 2 cans for the roaches and the wasps, and 18 cans for y'all to get higher than the vocal pitch from Alvin and the Chipmunks. If you see me out here in these streets getting doped up off roach spray, you have my full consent. You have my full permission to whoop my ass. Like no warning, no nothing. Just start tearing off in my ass. No homo. I ain't gonna question it. I ain't gonna do nothing. Like, yup, I had this coming. Prison is a place where desperate times call for desperate measures every goddamn day. On a regular basis. Imagine being so desperate to get high that you decide to get doped up off of something that was designed to kill roaches.
For example, the Roach Motel. This is such a wonderful thing. They'll put the Roach Motel in a plastic bag with paper, seal it up, shake it up, get the chemicals to acting, put it out in the heat so the chemicals react, and shake it. And when the chemicals, who would think to do this?
You see, the thing about roaches, they've been around for a long time. Dinosaurs had roach problems. That's how long they've been around. If something been around that long, that means they a strong species. They know how to survive.
So many people usually kill cockroaches by stepping on them. But what they don't know is that doing this will release pheromones which will attract even more cockroaches. So what should you do?
So imagine how strong Raid gotta be. If it's strong enough to unalive a roach. And you spraying that in your face. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you doing like a life sentence with no chance in hell of parole, like there's 0 chance that you getting out, go ahead, do your thing. Get doped up off the roach spray. You got nothing to lose. Hell, I'd be getting doped up off the roach spray if I had a life sentence. I understand. Do your thing. But hey, if you serving like 5 to 10 to 15 years and you gon' see you gon' see freedom again one day, hey man, stay strong. Stay off the roach spray. Think about your health. You gonna see that outside again, man.
And then roach spray. They put roach spray on a hanger and burn it and inhale it. And then next thing you know, they the whole bathroom like zombies. You like the first time I seen them, I'm like, I thought they were playing a prank. I'm like, damn, they got to be playing a prank. I never seen nobody like that, right? I didn't really know the extent of those different types of drugs until I went to prison.
Buying roach spray was already embarrassing as hell. The cashier looking at you, people behind you in line looking at you, like I'll be down. You got roaches. But now you got to worry about not just looking dirty, but you got to worry about people looking at you like a junkie. I'll be damned. You can't win in life.